When I think about a common phrase we hear, that's how we've always done it. And I think tissue testing exactly fits that perfectly. Well, we've always done it by sampling that most recently mature leaf at the top. Is that correct? I mean, is that still the best recommended practice? Maybe it will be, or maybe some of the things we're looking at here will decide we should maybe look at tissue testing in a different way, and we're gonna find out.
What this project looks at is what part of the plant do we sample to get an indication of its nutrient status. Many high-yield growers sample the plant to get an indication of what the nutrient status is, largely to look for nutrients that are deficient and that they can correct. And the question becomes, which leaves are the best ones to sample?
We started thinking, is there a different way that we could maybe tissue test? Are we missing something within that plant profile? And that's what we're really looking at this project, is to just better understand tissue testing at more of a whole plant level than what we typically think of for standard recommendations. The goal of this research is exactly to find out what nutrients may be best supplied at certain timings throughout the growing season. When should we be applying those micronutrients? At what stage? There's new technologies for, cover sprays over the top, but what about undercover? That's what we hope to learn with this project, is better understand which nutrients are becoming deficient at what times, and take it one step further. Where in the canopy do those deficiencies start first? And maybe we can catch that earlier and get the yield potential even higher than what we may be seeing.
If you look at soybean's an indeterminate plant, so it has multiple nodes that can support pods, sometimes happily more than one pod at a node. And guess what? It's the closest leaf that supplies most of the energy for the pods and beans at a given node. Soybean can also, leaves at the bottom of the canopy, they can redistribute their nutrients to new leaves.
So we're putting new leaves at the top, but when you part that canopy back and you look down into the lower nodes, we have pods. And so the plant's doing two different things at the same time. At the top end, we're putting out new leaves, and at the bottom end, we're filling pods. So do we think that the plant is doing the same thing nutritionally? Probably not.
So that means there's a lot of nutrient movement that's occurring in the soybean plant. And if I want to tell growers what the sufficiency level for a critical nutrient is, I need to be able to tell them which leaf it is, or at least know which leaf they sampled.
And that's what we're trying to put together with this, is a better understanding of that spatial nutrient demand within the plant canopy, comparing our traditional approach on the top versus sampling all the way down to the bottom. So for more information about this project, please visit ilsoyadvisor.com. It's got a great site there to give you more information about this project and the others that ISA is sponsoring.